thrust areas of mathematics. So today is day 8 for us. Today we have Professor Krishna Pada Das who will be giving a lecture on mathematical biology. And I request Professor Sambat to introduce the speaker to the audience. Professor, please.
Good morning to all. I'm happy to introduce today's guest amongst us, Dr. Krishna Pada Das, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Mathematics, Mahadevananda Mahavidyalaya, Manirampur, Barakpur, Kolkata. His career outline is he has completed his BSc Honours in Mathematics at Calcutta University in the year 2004 and MSc Applied Mathematics in the year 2006, again at the same Calcutta University. And he has completed his doctorate degree in the year 2011 in Indian Statistical Institute, Calcutta, under the guidance of Dr. Joydev Chattopadhyay. And his PhD thesis title is Nonlinear Dynamics of Predator-Prey Interaction with Disease in the Population. And he has won some prizes and scholarships at ISI Calcutta Research Award in the year 2006, and he has completed SLET in the year 2006. And his main research interests are in mathematical biology and in population dynamics in particular, to understand how a biological system can be modeled at a deterministic population-based level, and parameter sensitivity analysis using statistical tools like Latin hypercube sampling, estimation of parameter values from a given data set using mathematical tools like steepest descent method, effect of space upon different ecological systems. And he is interested in mathematical models by applying methods from dynamical systems with computer simulations using MATLAB, Maple, and Mathematica. His work involves ordinary differential equation, stochastic differential equation, and delay differential equation, etc. Further, he is interested in plankton dynamics in presence of viral infection and nutrient concentration and toxic chemical produced by toxin producing phytoplankton, control of phytoplankton bloom, diffusion effect on plankton population and food web. And his current work involves modeling on predator-prey system, nonlinear models of disease dynamics, chaos dynamics, infectious disease, and disease-induced mortality used as biocontrolling agent for controlling chaos. He has published totally 48 research papers, and he has presented 15 papers in conferences. So about the speaker today for our webinar. Thank you, and handing over to Professor Dr. Govindrajan.
Thank you for introducing our chief guest in a nice way. On behalf of our Department of Mathematics, I once again welcome Professor Krishna Pada Das for delivering his lecture. I also request him to share your view about online teaching. What are be your experience so far in online teaching, and what is your view about online teaching, and kindly give some tips to our faculty members regarding online teaching, so that it will be very effective and useful for our faculty members. Yes, Professor, I welcome you to deliver the lecture. Yes, Professor Krishna Das, please.
Thank you, organizer, for nice introduction and inviting me in person. So thank you. My topic is mathematical modeling on ecoepidemiology with basic reproduction number and chaos. So I first give the outline of my lectures. Population growth model, predator-prey ecological model, ecoepidemiology model, and basic reproduction number, basic reproduction chaos and its control in a different ecoepidemiological models. Please next slide. Please next slide. Outline of my lecture is the population. Now, what is the population? A group of organisms of the same species living in the same habitat at the same time where they can freely interbreed. Please next slide. How can population change? There are four factors which are responsible for change of population. One is the natality, one is the mortality, and the immigration, immigration. So next slide. Now, what is the natality? Natality, that means the growth of the population in identical condition. Increase the population, species will have its own maximum birth rate, and maximum birth rate are seen when condition are ideal. This can lead to exponential growth. Please next slide. Now, what is the mortality? Mortality reduce the population growth. It operate more when conditions are not ideal, overcrowding leading to competition, state of infectious disease. Please next slide. Immigration. What is the immigration? It is increase the population growth and it operate when population are not affected. So please next. Immigration, it decrease the population growth. It operate when population are not completely isolated. And please next slide. The interaction population growth equation is the natality plus immigration minus mortality plus immigration. Now we next part, what is the population growth? There are three stages of population growth curve. One, first stage is the exponential growth and by logarithm increasing, and second is the transition and decline growth, and third is the stationary growth. First phase one, log by exponential phase, is the unlimited population growth. The intrinsic rate increases, abundant food, no disease, no predator, etc. Decline on transition phase, limiting factors slowing and the population growth. Next slide. Please next slide. Next slide. Logarithm or exponential phase. Now in the phase 3, no growth, the limiting factor balance the population capacity and population reach the carrying capacity of the environment. Added limiting factor which will lower the carrying capacity K. The removing will raise is the carrying capacity K. Next factor, please next slide. Factor affecting the release or predation and next slide. Now we come in the growth model. First, natural state. So B minus C is resultant rate, which is called growth rate of the population. So dNdt divided by capital N, which is called per capita growth rate, which is called intrinsic growth rate. So dNdt equal to Rn. And we get at any time t, nt equal to n0 e to the power rt. If r is positive, then the curve is exponentially growth, and we give some numerical value and plotted the curve. Next slide, please. This is the anatomy of the equation of the exponential population growth curve. dNdt, that is the change in the number of population with respect to time. R is the per capita growth rate, and N equal at any time t. So NT equal to N per RT. This is the slide reflects the anatomy of the exponential growth curve. Next slide, please. Real example of the exponential growth species show exponential growth if the human provide them with a perfect environment. Alien species, a new species is introduced accidentally or deliberately into new environment. It has no natural predator or disease to keep it under control. Please next slide. Now the exponential growth curve in nature, the Bennett estimated the population size and growth of the post classical tree population by count plain grain from the sediment. This reflects the exponential growth curve. Please next slide. Now we come into the logistic population growth. Environmental limitation incorporated into the model of the exponential growth curve equation. Then the equation converted into logistic population growth, which is characteristic by the sigmoidal growth curve, which has three phases. First phase is the very exponential, and second is the growth slow, and third phase is the convergence to the carrying capacity. Please next slide. The example of the sigmoidal curve here, the slide reflects two example of the sigmoidal curve. Please next slide. Now, what causes the population? Please next slide. What cause? Please next slide. What caused the population to slow their rate of growth and eventually stop the growing? Please next slide. Okay. And this is the okay. And this is the anatomy, and some figures indicates the predator-prey relationship and predator-prey cycles. Please next slide. Please next slide. Predator-prey cycle, predator-prey relationship. Some slide also reflects the predator-prey relationship. Please next slide. Please next slide. Next slide, please. Now we come into the predator-prey cycles. When in absence of predator, there are two prey populations. In absence of predator, prey population increases. Two prey species come into four prey species. By consume prey population, and prey population decreases. After absence of prey population, predator population decreases, and then also prey population increases. This is called the predator-prey cycles. Please next slide. Now here is the general Lotka-Volterra model. X is the prey population and Y is the predator population. F of X is the growth functions of the prey population, and A of XY is the predation functional form by the predator Y, and minus GY is the death function, and E is the conversion efficiency. Please next slide. There is the Lotka-Volterra model. X is the prey population, Y is the predator population, R is the increasing growth rate of prey population X, and A is the consumption rate by the and dy dt equal to minus my plus b xy. Minus m is the natural death rate of the predator, b is the conversion efficiency due to consumption of the prey population X. Please come into the next. Next, I some example of ecoepidemiological model. Their prey population divided into two classes in presence of disease: susceptible classes and infected class. Infected class I, and S is the follow the part of the susceptible prey population become infected at beta, the following the law of mass action. And after we also assume that infected prey do not grow and recover and reproduce. And the infected population deny the linearly rate at D. The predator do not only depend on the prey population, but it's also alternative food source. We taken here in term of logistic form. The predator population trace and deliberately avoid the infected prey and consume only the sound prey. So after these assumptions, we consider the system of, please next slide, the system of differential equation. So it is reflect the disease circulated in the prey population only. S is the susceptible prey population, I is the infected prey population, P is the predator population. The first term RS1 minus S plus I divided by Q1 is the logistic form of the susceptible growth form of the susceptible population, prey population, and beta naught is the external source of infection. Beta is the infection between the contact of susceptible and infected, and minus WPS by 1 plus MS is the form, the functional form, predational form. So this is the ecoepidemiological model where this is circulated in the prey population only. Now we consider a Rosen-McArthur predator-prey model here. Please next slide. X is the prey populations. Please next slide. X is the prey populations and P is the predator. P is the predator. So we after introduction of disease in the predator population divided into two parts. One is the Y, and which is called the susceptible predator population, and Z. Z is the infected predator population. So the system of, please next slide, the system of equation can be written as this form, that is the first part of equation is the growth equation of the prey population, second is the susceptible predator population, and Z is the infected predator population. So this is a one kind of ecoepidemiological model where disease circulated in the predator population. So here is the parameter. R is the intrinsic growth rate of the prey population. K is the carrying capacity of the prey population. Capital A is the predation rate of the both predator. B is the predation efficiency of the infected prey. B1 and B2 the half saturation constant. E1, E2 the conversion factor of the susceptible and the infected predator respectively. And lambda is the force of infection, and D1, D2 mortality rate of the susceptible and infected prey respectively. Please next slide. Please next slide. Now we come into the another ecoepidemiological model where disease circulated in the both prey and as well as predator population. So here we consider the disease circulated in the prey population also as well as predator population. So we consider a system of, please next slide. System of equation here, X is the susceptible prey, Y is the infected prey, and Z is the susceptible prey, and W is the infected predator. So this is the ecoepidemiological model is circulated in the both population. Now we come into the calculation of the reproduction number R0 from basic ecological model, simply a predator-prey model. So here we consider a simple predator-prey model with Holding type 2 functional response. X is the prey and P is the predator population. So now we calculate the basic reproduction number. So we use the technique stability analysis. First we calculate the, please next slide. Please next slide. Now we calculate the basic reproduction number from the stability of the equilibrium point. So first we calculate the equilibrium point. This is predator-free equilibrium point K0, and the Jacobian matrix around this equilibrium point is this. So the stability of the equilibrium point, if occur if and only if Ek by B plus K minus 0, which implies the basic reproduction number. R0 is called the basic ecological basic reproduction number. Now we'll explain the number. Here Ek by B plus K is the birth rate of the predator at the equilibrium level EB, and 1 by D is the mean lifespan of a predator. Subsequently, their product gives the mean number of newborn predator by a predator, which can be interpreted as the ecological basic reproduction number of a predator-prey system. It is noted also that and formulated by Pillow and average number of prey converted to predator biomass in course of predator lifespan. Please next slide. Now we consider a epidemiological simple epidemiological model, SI model. Here without demographic, that is there is no natural birth and death rate. Only transmitted from susceptible part through infected part. Beta is the transmission rate from susceptible part to infected. So this system, and gamma is the disease induced mortality of the infected population. So at the initial stage, when disease just rising, there is a susceptible population is very high, that is very greater than I. So we consider S equivalent to S naught, and the corresponding In case of such type of coronavirus disease, which admitted is still early stage, so let us determine the condition of propagation of the beginning. When the number of infected recover or dead is much less than the number of susceptible, hence S is above can considered as a initial value S naught. Let I equal to I0 e to the power mt be the solution of the equation. Then after putting this value in the, please next slide, please next slide. uh, let I equal to I0, let I equal to, please back to back slide, please back slide. Okay, let I equal to I0 e to the power m2 be the equation, be the solution of this equation. After putting this value, we get I equal to I0 e to the power b is not minus gamma t. So therefore I tends to 0 if and only if beta is not minus gamma less than 0, that is beta is not by gamma equal to R0, who is less than 1, that means I tends to 0. The system will be disease free when R0 less than 1, but if R0 greater 1, the infected population will grow exponentially, and as a result the system will be endemic. R0 is called the basic reproduction number, and beta is 0 is the newborn infected population, and 1 by gamma is the lifespan of the infected individual. Therefore the basic reproduction number can be described as a total number of newborn infected individual by infected individual units lifespan. A model that, please next slide. Now we please next slide. If we consider a ecoepidemiological model where disease circulated only prey population only, therefore prey population divided into two parts in S and I, and we get the calculate the equilibrium point. Here also here 6 possesses equilibrium point, but we consider only axial and boundary equilibrium point. Axial equilibrium point E1 K00, those is disease free, and Ke2, that is S bar I is here 0 and P bar. Another equilibrium point is E3, which is the predator free disease free equilibrium point. Now we calculate the basic, please next slide, basic reproduction number from the stability analysis of this equilibrium point. So Jacobian matrix around the equilibrium point U1 is reflect this, and we observe from this Jacobian matrix easily that equilibrium point U1 will be stable if the all eigenvalues are negative. That is from this condition we get two condition R01D, that is beta k divided by D1. Is the disease basic reproduction number is R01E, that is equal to 1 by D2 E1 A1K divided by B1K, which is less than 1. If these two basic reproduction number, one is the disease basic reproduction number, another is the ecological reproduction number, both are less than 0, then the equilibrium point U1 is the stable. Another Jacobian matrix around the E2 is this, and we get from this, please next slide. From this matrix, it is obvious that necessary condition of local stability of the equilibrium point, which implies the R02D, that is also disease basic reproduction number, and less than, which less than 0 implies the stability of the equilibrium E2, that is the disease free equilibrium point. Another Jacobian matrix around the equilibrium point A3 is this, and from this Jacobian matrix we calculate the all eigenvalues. If all eigenvalues are negative, then the equilibrium point will be stable, and from this condition we get the another basic reproduction, ecological reproduction number R03E. If R03 less than 0, then the equilibrium point is stable, disease free equilibrium point is stable. So please next slide. Now we come into the equilibrium derivation of R0 from epidemiological model. Simple SI R model. So here we consider susceptible, infected and recover model. In case of COVID-19 disease, if we will consider recovery rate gamma for infected population, system can be written as this. Here there is no demographic, there is no natural death or birth rate. So from this equation, we calculate the basic reproduction number. If DIDT equal to getter 0 and S equal to S naught, we get, please next slide, we get from the DIDT getter 0, which implies that beta S naught I minus gamma I minus sigma I getter 0, and which implies that the expression beta is not divided by gamma plus sigma, which getter 1. That is called the basic reproduction number R0. R0 getter 1, then the number of the infected will grow, and if R0 less than 1, it will be decay. R0 play an important role in COVID-19 epidemic development. In particular, one can change the course of the disease dynamics by changing R0. For instance, if measure are introduced that push and value of R0 below 1, the exponential growth changes to exponential decay. And interestingly, this is exactly what happened in China after restriction on daily life were introduced. The classical SIR model therefore determines the condition of the disease development from the comparison of the disease transmission rate with the sum of the recover and death rate. If other word, we compare the rate adding the removal infected and model does not account for the incubation period of the disease that was shown to be important in case of the coronavirus spread. Individual can become infected before the showing any symptom. Next slide, please. Now we come into the derive the R0 from next generation matrix. Now what is the next generation matrix? There are next, suppose G is the next generation who is entity psi B C D, and the eigenvalues, the most dominant eigenvalues are lambda equal to T by I2 into root under T by 2 square minus T, where T equal to A plus D, the trace, and G is the determinant of the matrix G, AD minus BC. Now we calculate how to calculate the next generation matrix. There are two parts of the next generation matrix, F and V inverse. Where F is the del Fi del Xj, X0 is the disease-free equilibrium point, and V equal to del Vi del Xj X0 at X0. Fi is the new infection function, and Vi is the transfer of the infection from the one compartment to another. X0 is the disease-free equilibrium state. R0 is the dominant eigenvalue of the matrix G, which is F into V inverse. Please next slide. Now we consider a ACIR model. This is the A simple SIR model. S is the susceptible population, E is the exposed population, I is the infected, R is the recovery. A is here the recruitment of the susceptible population, beta is the transmission between susceptible and infected part, and mu is the natural death rate. So here K is the disease transmission from exposed to infected part, and gamma is the recovery. So this is the system of differential equation in the simple form is SEIR model. Please next slide. To calculate the next generation, please sorry, okay. Calculate the next generation matrix ACIR model, we need to enumerate the Fi. Fi at the disease-free equilibrium point, we calculate this, and V also at the disease-free equilibrium point is this, and R0 is the leading eigenvalue of the next generation matrix V. This is reasonably straightforward to calculate since V inverse is 2 by 2 matrix, and R0 finally come into this expression. Please next slide. Please next slide. It is interesting to note that R0 also product of the rate of production of a new exposed and new infection as it should be. It can be easily if easily from the Jacobian matrix around the disease-free equilibrium point. If R0 less than 1, the disease-free equilibrium point is stable. And this implies that disease can wipe out from the system. If R0 greater 1, the disease-free equilibrium point will be unstable and disease will be endemic in the system. Since R0 is a increasing function of two important parameter beta and the recruitment and parameter A. If the effective contact rate beta is increased, the unknown disease such as COVID-19 will be spread in the community, and if the birth rate of A of the susceptible individual is increased, the value of R0 will be increases, and which implies COVID-19 disease transmit among the community rapidly. So we calculate the R0 as a controlling parameter for spreading COVID-19 disease transmission. Please next slide. Now we come into the chaos and in control in different epidemiological. Please into the models, and first we use the Lorentz equation, which is the well-known system of equation which produce the chaos for set of parameter values. Here we observe that here the Lorentz system shows for parameter values first till a stable focus, if another set of parameter values, then limit cycle and also period doubling, and finally shows the, please next slide. Please next. Please first figure indicate the stable focus, and if we change the parameter value, the focus becomes a stable limit cycle, and if the changes the parameter values, then the limit cycle become the period doubling, and finally come in settle down into chaotic dynamics. Another model is the Ricard models, which is the discrete type of logistic form of the model of logistic exponential form here. And this model we some numerical. Please next slide. Values. We observe that the system first figure indicate the stable focus. If the parameter value change, basically the parameter R change, that we can the system becomes limit cycle, and also values of the R increases, then the limit cycle become the period doubling, and finally the settle down into the chaotic dynamics. And we give a bifurcation diagram with respect to R, and we observe that the system goes stable to limit cycle to period doubling, and period double to chaos. So this is the model which shows the dynamics of the. Please the next slide, and that is the logistic discrete type of logistic models. And for a set of parameter values, we observe that the system shows the bifurcation diagram with respect to that is the R parameter, and observe that the system shows stable to limit cycle to period doubling, and finally settle down into chaos. This is the first. Next slide, please. Next slide. This is the classical MacArthur predator-prey model. If we consider disease circulated in the, please next slide, circulated in the predator population, then the predator population divided into two parts, Y and Z. Y is the susceptible predator and Z is the infected predator. Here we introduce also harvesting in the prey population and harvesting in the susceptible predator population, H1 and H2 respectively. And we use the transformation. After this transformation, the system can be converted as simplest form for our calculation. Please next slide. And we use this numerical. Please next slide. Therefore, a set of parameter value, we observe the system shows the stable dynamics. This is the time series dynamics. If we increase the values of, that is the infection rate, the system becomes a limit cycle dynamics. And if we further increases the infection rate, we observe that the limit cycle become period doubling dynamics, and also further increases, it is finally observed as the chaotic dynamics. So this is the phase plane dynamic. Please Please, the next slide. Please, next slide. That is the period doubling for and this is the chaos or for increasing the values of the beta, that is infection rate, and finally we observe a phase plane dynamics. Please, next slide. This is the phase plane dynamics of the chaotic dynamics of the system, that is called a teacup chaotic attractor. So it is, we observe that when disease increases, the system goes into chaotic dynamics. So next slide, please. And this is the bifurcation diagram for the respect to the parameter beta. So beta is the infection rate. From this diagram, we easily observe the whole dynamics of the system for increasing the force of infection beta. We observe the system when disease is, the system is stable. When increases, the system goes to limit cycle and further increases, we observe the period doubling, and finally I observe the chaotic dynamics of the system. Please, next slide. That is, now we come into the role of the harvesting parameter. So in the present, when harvesting level is low, we observe that teacup chaotic attractor. If the harvesting parameter increases, so the chaos becomes a period doubling, and a further increase of the harvesting parameter, that is, we also observe the period doubling becomes a stable limit cycle, and finally goes to the stable focus. So please, next slide. And this from this slide reflect that bifurcation diagram of with respect to AIS1. From if we increases the values of the AIS1, we observe that the system goes to chaos to stable focus with different dynamics like period doubling, limit cycle, etc. Please, next slide. Now we consider another harvesting parameter AIS2. The similar dynamics, we observe that if the harvesting parameter increases, so we observe that the system goes to from different nonlinear phenomena like chaos, period doubling, limit cycle, etc. Now we come into the another models, which is the Holling Tenor model, predator-prey model, and now we introduce the disease in the prey population N. So prey population become, please next slide. Two part. One is the, please next. This is the susceptible part, and I is the infected part. So this is the ecoepidemiological model where disease circulated in the prey population only. After some observation that when the pelican bird consume prey population, the pelican bird becomes use this biological issue, we introduce the disease in, please next slide. Please next slide. Please next slide. Next slide. Please next slide. Here we introduce the term psi NPI divided by A plus SI. Here we consider the when predator population consume infected population, they have the mortality effect. So here we use the minus psi NPI divided by A plus S plus I. After some simulation result, please next slide, we get in absence of psi 0, that is the disease induced mortality. In absence of disease induced mortality, we observe that system shows the chaotic dynamics in the phase plane diagram, and we observe in a different phase form. We observe that, please next slide, the different phase plane form, SI plane and SP plane, also the chaotic dynamics look like this. Now with the please next slide, description of the chaotic dynamics, and this is the time series dynamic of the, please next slide, and we draw a bifurcation diagram with respect to lambda. So we observe that the system, if lambda increases, that means the disease is propagated in the system becomes chaos to stable cycle through different and dynamics like period doubling and limit cycle, and finally a stable focus. So here we observe this reflect also the phase plane dynamics of the impact of the psi. When psi is 0, that is first figure indicates that the chaos remains same. If psi increases, that is this is induced mortality is increases, then the chaos become dampening, and after some increasing value of the psi, finally we observe that the system goes to a stable focus. Now we please next slide another please next slide. Now we another model which is called the Hastings-Powell model. It is a tritropy food chain model. After consideration of disease circulation in the prey species, that is X population, the system becomes please next slide. Please next slide. System becomes four differential equation. S is the susceptible prey, I is the infected prey, and P1 is the intermediate predator, P2 is the top predator. This is the tritropy food chain model where disease circulating in the prey species only. So please next slide. After some transformation, we use after some transformation, the system can be reduced from this. And for some numerical simulation, please next slide. Please next slide. In absence of disease, just for Hastings-Powell models, so if we increase the parameter C, that is half saturation constant, that the system so to limit cycle to period doubling, and finally goes to chaotic dynamics. Now we observe, please next slide. Please next slide. Here we observe that the role of the if we disease is the value is low, the system remains same as a teacup chaotic attractor. Disease increases in the prey population, the teacup dampening, and teacup becomes the period doubling. And if we have infection, force of infection, then the period doubling becomes the stable limit cycle, and will become stable. So we have that the disease has a biological controlling factor here in the system to control the chaos to a stable dynamics. So here we use the force of infection. Please next slide. Please next slide. And here we increase the force of infection, keeping the half saturation constant, and finally the system shows the chaotic dynamics or A equal to 1 point system ending to the third doubling position from chaotic. And finally we observe that the system if we increase the values of beta, then the system shows that the period chaos to period double to limit, and finally a stable focus. And please next slide. So here with the just description, we observe that system shows the period doubling in the range from the here 1.162 limit cycle and is 1.2, 1.3, and finally system settled our steady state situation when for A equal to 1.3 keeping this. So it is clear the force of infection up to certain level reduce the prevalence and period doubling and limit cycle oscillation. This observation indicates that disease factor could be used as a biological control functions of the species. So thanks. Please next slide. So thank you.
Thank you, sir, for giving a presentation. This COVID-19 is epidemic or endemic? Hello?
Hello.
Krishna Das, is this COVID-19 epidemic or endemic? How long it was epidemic? How long it is in endemic period?
Actually, in that situation, it is endemic because the R0 value is greater than 1. So it is a rising as a exponential form also. So it is a endemic condition.
Okay. What is the
Now
difference
after
between-
some times it can be we can reduce the value of R0 by isolation or social distancing. There are different forms so that the transmission and do not propagate among the community. Reduce the value of infection rate as well as symptom or symptom population as a isolation. Then we can reduce the value of R0 and if possible to reduce the disease to endemic to disease free.
Okay. What is the basic difference between epidemic and endemic?
Who is the?
What is the basic difference between epidemic and endemic? Any range is there for epidemic and any range is there for endemic?
Actually, endemic or epidemic, endemic form is when R0 greater 1, that is disease is very rising.
Okay. Say, is it still, it is in newspapers?
Now it is still endemic.
Okay, okay. In newspapers, we get that it is not social spread. Do you think it is already reached social spread or still it has not reached social spread?
No, actually it is reduces by if we maintain our social distancing and we also use some government instruction. If we follow this, then it is possible to reduce the disease.
Okay. But there are cases where we do not have any symptoms. Still, people are affected. Nowadays, it has become.
It is possible for in case of COVID-19. So many people are also they are in the community who having that symptom also, but not symptomatic appearance.
So, what according to you, when as the COVID-19 reached the maximum peak?
So which question, sir?
No. According to you, the peak,
yes.
did we reach the peak so far or not? Have we reached the peak in the curve? Have we reached the peak in the curve or not?
So big.
Peak, PEAK, peak. Have we reached the peak value in the curve, COVID curve? Have we reached the peak value or not?
Big value.
Not big, peak, PEA, the maximum value. Have we reached the maximum value in COVID curve or still it is not reached?
Now, actually, if R0 is here, R0 is very greater than 1. So R0 is increases. So disease become endemic situation.
So still it is not reached the peak. I think still it is not reached the peak, right?
Hello, sir.
No, as the COVID curve reached the peak or not, or still it is not reached the peak.
COVID curve is the rising curve also.
No, there is a prediction that in July or August there will be
prediction after August or actually in case of India, I have predicted that after November or December the rising curve become a stationary situation.
Okay. So according to you, up to November we'll have this problem.
November, December.
Okay. Any questions from the audience, please?
Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Krishnadas, sir. Krishnadas. Hello.
Say your question.
Okay. Krishnadas, thank you for your valuable time and you had nice papers to share with us. Anyway, thank you for that. Actually introduced the basic reproduction number for ecological models also, na? that
Yes, yes.
you have used for your all your models or only for few models?
A few model.
Maybe in last two models you have presented. No, there I think you have not used the reproduction number case. Is it?
There is no reference here.
Okay. Is there any incentive for that? Is there any
Adityan, any other question?
no, sir. Actually, yes. Okay. Sir, Krishnadas.
Please ask.
Okay. Sir, in your bifurcation diagrams, you have used that
I have
parameter.
used the mathematical code use system. We use MATLAB.
Okay. No. I'm asking if which methodology it is. Actually, because X is from that
Hello?
range to X, you can't directly like no. That bifurcation diagram I'm asking.
Diagram, the bifurcation diagram, we calculated bifurcation diagram plotted by the help of MATLAB code.
No. I'm asking X you are directly you are using some methodology to use the value X. Is it? X is from some range you have mentioned. That is
Axis
not
where we
directly
get
enough.
to some parameter, parameter value increases, when some parameter value
Yes.
increases, we observe the dynamics of the system.
Okay. But anyway, you have some other methodology for that also, no?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Any questions from Professor Merlin? You raised your hand.
Yeah,
Any
Merlin
questions
ma'am,
from
we
your
can
side?
ask ma'am. Merlin ma'am.
Any questions from your side? You raised your hand. Any question from your side? Professor Merlin, would you like to ask any question? Hello? Or any other participants, would you like to ask any question to the speaker? People who are working in biological model, would you like to ask any question? Any question from your side? Balamurli?
Sir,
Any
no
question?
question. Sir, no question, sir.
No question. Okay.
Because, sir, very low network, sir.
Okay, no problem.
It is very low network.
Okay, any questions from the students who are doing research in mathematical biology? Any questions from the students who are working in mathematical biology? Or any questions from the participants? If there are no questions, we have to wind up. Last chance, any questions from the participants? If there are no questions, I have Krishna Padadas for giving a wonderful lecture on mathematical biology and also sparing his valuable time with us. Professor, thank you for sparing your time with us and sharing your thoughts
Thank
about
you.
mathematical biology. Thank you, Professor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
What about feedback? Feedback is given by the participants.
Yeah. Challappa.